Hi book lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen, and this is Friday Reads. So today is Friday, February 24th, and yay, I am shooting Friday Reads on a Friday this week. I can't believe it. I would have been able to do it, I think anyway, because I didn't have any plans this afternoon for once on a Friday, but I ended up having the day off from work. One of my coworkers who's a college student didn't have classes today and she wants more hours, so she asked if she could work for me today, and I said yes, go right ahead. I could use a day off. Also, since it is snowing outside, we got a winter storm the last 24 hours or so. It's not super bad, but we would have had to juggle cars around today and everybody had to work and it was going to be a pain in the butt. And me not having to work really took care of that problem. So it all worked out so well, and I haven't been feeling the greatest. I've been fighting this cold. Everybody I know who's gotten this cold has then gone on to have a sinus infection, and I'm starting to feel like that, and I really hope I don't get a sinus infection. So I've been resting most of the day, which has been great, but I did want to get my Friday Reads done. At the end of this video, I am going to announce the winner to my giveaway that I announced about 2 weeks ago for 300 subscribers. Yay, and I'm now up to, I think, 321, so yay, it's been going really well. But first, let's talk about what I am reading this weekend. I just started this one today, actually, Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerall. I really am enjoying this so far. It's a fantasy. It's kind of a darker one, considering it's such a light, bright, beautiful cover. It's actually kind of dark. So far, I'm really liking it. It's about a world that's been divided, and the one half of the world where this takes place is, let me look at the map here, kind of refresh myself a little bit here, because I knew nothing about this when I started other than it was fantasy. The Milan Kingdom, who is super powerful, they're almost at war with the Sheridan Kingdom, and the Sheridan Kingdom has lots of magic users and things, and they're considered now evil and traitorous. They've closed the border, and anyone who's thought to have magic in the Milan Kingdom is usually killed, so it's pretty gruesome. The main character in this, her name is Britt, and she's 17, and her father and her are amazing hunters and trackers and that kind of thing, and her father ended up working for the king of Milan, but then he was killed. And this is at the end about 2 months. She gets a 2-month mourning period to stay on his cottage and his lands, but she's not considered a legitimate Milan citizen because her mother was from Sheridan, and they never had the marriage sanctified in Milan. So if the marriage is never sanctified in Milan later, it's considered an invalid marriage. So she's considered an invalid person, and the only reason she was not attacked before that was because of her father. He worked for the king, so she was kind of granted a little reprieve, but now that he's dead, she's no longer valid. She can't inherit any of his lands or any of his stuff, so she's basically turning into a homeless girl. You're not allowed to hunt on Milan lands. It's only in certain places, and where she was at, she was not allowed to hunt. She was caught for catching an elk to feed herself to survive. But she was offered a deal to find her father's killer, to track her father's killer, and then she would survive and they would let her keep her cottage. So at first she doesn't want really anything to do with it, but because the person who killed her father is Cohen, who was her father's protege and a boy that she actually was in love with, but he had left them. He'd found this other job and he never visited her again, so she kind of closed off her heart. But then she finds out that he killed her father, so she decides she'll go ahead and do it. So I'm a little bit further into it now. Things have already twisted quite a bit in this story, and I'm only 100 pages in. So I'm really liking it. It's moving really nice and fast. So far, this has been a really great read. I'm really enjoying it. I'm also reading Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. This was the last Rainbow Rowell book I wanted to read for the month, so I'm excited I'm finally reading it. This is an adult workplace type of romance. It's kind of slow moving. It's more the witty factor. Basically, this boy Lincoln, he's like 28. He is kind of a total geek and has no social life at all. Still lives with his mother, but he has this job that pays him really well. He's very tech geek to monitor emails in this workplace. So the workplace, this workplace is like is actually a newsroom, as a newspaper, and the head of this newspaper, the guy who runs it, is very backwards in technology, and he doesn't believe in the internet. But finally they allowed internet at the workplace, at these people's workstations, and they hadn't, and this takes place like in 2000, I think, or something like this. So up until this time, he hadn't allowed that because he thought they would fritter away their time and stuff. But because technology has moved such fast pace, they need the internet to do their jobs. So he's finally done it, but he doesn't trust them, and so he has this this technology, this program that runs through everybody's emails every day, interdepartment and outgoing, and to make sure that they're all doing their work and not abusing the system. So Lincoln is supposed to monitor this program and read anything that comes up as a red flag. And through this, he meets Beth and Jennifer via email form. And Beth and Jennifer are best friends, and they just spend all day on their email chatting, all day about whatever's going on in their life. So they're totally not following corporate policy, but he doesn't report them right away because he seems so nice and he's kind of interested. He's kind of fascinated by them, and then it kind of goes on longer, and then he finally realizes he's never going to report them, but he's still reading their emails, and he's kind of falling in love with Beth. So we don't really get to know Jennifer and Beth other than through their emails. That's the only way we know them. Otherwise, this is all told from Lincoln's point of view. So far, it's pretty good. It's cute and charming. I wish it was moving a little faster, but we'll see how it goes. After those two books, I'm going to be reading February Fever by Jess Lowry. This is for a 4 seasons reading challenge I need to do. So this is a little winter break type of story. This is a mystery that takes place on a train. So I'm excited to read that. That's pretty much all I know about this. This is a series where they have like a mystery for every month or something. So I checked out from the library. And then I'm going to be reading The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen, which was one of my book jar picks for the month. I just know this is a Sarah Dessen contemporary. I don't know anything specifically about anything in the plot yet, which is fine. I go into every Sarah Dessen not knowing very much. I think it's better that way, honestly. I think it's better to be surprised. You know it's going to be a contemporary. You know it's going to be a little bit tragic and a little bit heavy, but at the same time kind of a light, fun, usually kind of a beachy kind of read. So that's kind of what you know when you go into a Sarah Dessen. So that is what I am reading this weekend. I'm hoping I can finish all of that. I'm a little behind in my TBR for the month. I still have, after I finish these, I still have 4 more books, actually 5 more books that I wanted to finish this month, and Tuesday is the last day of the month. So I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to go, but I am going to read all these books that I missed in March. So I didn't make a big March TBR. That video will be up very soon. All right, now on to the giveaway. So thank you all for commenting and subscribing and all that wonderful stuff. I'm so glad you like my videos. For the people who left me positive comments and things, that means that you have no idea how much that means to me. I love getting on camera and talking about books. If I didn't, I wouldn't do this. I'm not in it for a bunch of approval, but it's nice to hear when people do enjoy it, because I do want people to watch it. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. But I like talking about books with you too, so thanks for commenting. That's so much fun for me. Yay. So the winner, I pulled the winner with using randomnumbergenerator.com or whatever the website is I used. It's just a random number generator. I took all the comments, threw them in there. I verified that it was a subscriber, and it was, so that was great. I was happy that the first one I picked was a valid entry. And the person who won is, drumroll, is Mariah's Reading Corner. So congratulations, Mariah. I went and checked out her channel. I should go check out everybody. There's a lot of people in there who don't have a channel, but ones who do, I need to check out your channels if I haven't already. I guess I hadn't checked out her channel yet, which was odd, but I did subscribe, and I will watch your videos. So I will message you details to claim your prize. I'm going to give you a week to claim the prize. I think that's a reasonable amount of time. you will be getting a book of your choice from the book depository up to a $15 value. So I will send you a message and you can let me know what book you want and the address to send it to, and I will get that out to you. And yay! This is so much fun. I love doing giveaways, so yay. I'm hoping to do more of them, actually. Anyway, leave me comments below, I guess, on what you're reading this weekend. I would love to hear about that, or if you want to talk about any of these books. I hope everyone has a good weekend. I will talk to you later.